Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is 12:49 p.m. Here in Florida, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for, I don't know, maybe an hour. We'll shoot for an hour. Topic of conversation, and you know how that always goes. We never stay on topic. Most of the time, there is no topic, right? But topic of conversation today is what is your favorite Star Wars memory? That can be anything, man. That can be a movie premiere. That can be a video game that you played back in the day. That can be whatever you want it to be. Let me turn down the game volume a little bit more because it's always Shadows of the Empire is always a loud one. Yeah, so whatever is your favorite Star Wars memory, I'm curious, man. Old or new? We shall see. But, all right, let's jump into this, Shadows of the Empire a little bit. I'm actually just finished rendering a video. It's a fun one. I had fun doing a little bit of research for it. If you follow me on Twitter, the things that I've been posting over the past, 24 hours is kind of the topic of the video itself. So, yeah, if you follow me on there, what in the hell what is going on? What is this? What is this? That was strange. It's like the view button was stuck or something. Yeah. Anyway, the topic of the video that I just rendered that I'm going to schedule for tomorrow is actually a little nostalgic look at StarWars.com over the years. Maybe I'll upload it later. Maybe I won't schedule it for tomorrow. Maybe I'll just upload it later today. Whatever. But, yeah, I went down like a rabbit hole of what StarWars.com originally looked like in 1996 when it was first created. And then there's a few articles written about it and how the website has looked over, almost 3 decades, really. Whoa! So that was kind of a fun little research project. One of the things that I found really interesting that I have no memory of was, and maybe some of you guys know this, but I did not. In 2003 and 2004, so I would have been like 18 years old at that time in 2004. I would have been 18. That's the year I graduated high school. But in 2004, there was a paid subscription service on StarWars.com that would get you access to, exclusive content. This is in 2003 and 2004. And, set for position 3, steady. And in 2004, during this exclusive it's like Patreon almost, but it's actually on the exclusives on the official Star Wars website. In 2004, they put a webcam on the set of Revenge of the Sith, and they broadcast the making of Revenge of the Sith. They literally had a live stream in 2004 on the set of Revenge of the Sith. And it was, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it would take a picture every 20 seconds or so. It would take a picture every 20 seconds, and then you would see something new. But it was a live, basically, it was a live stream. And it was on a 15 or 20 minute delay from what I read. And it's fascinating, man. I don't remember that at all. Obviously, I don't remember it because I never paid for the exclusive content, but I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't remember that being a thing at all. But yeah, just kind of a cool little nugget of information that I had no idea existed. Does anybody out there remember that? I don't at all. So yeah, a live stream on StarWars.com in 2004 on the set of Revenge of the Sith that took a picture once every 20 seconds and was on a 15-20 minute delay just in case there was some spoilers that got captured or something. I don't know. It's crazy, man. I had no idea. No idea. Anyway, welcome, guys. Good afternoon. I'm here with you. Let's shoot the shit. Let's look forward to the weekend. What are your plans? and then we'll get into the topic of conversation. What's your favorite Star Wars memory? Arlen, Josh, good to Dylan. Welcome, guys. Teddy. I like Mandalorian says, when I was little, my dad had me hide behind the couch during the Anakin burning scene from Revenge of the Sith. Ah, that's good memory. There you go. I really don't know, what, honestly, my favorite Star Wars memory is. They kind of like are in stages. Kind of different time periods in my life. So, like, I have fond memories of, watching Star Wars with my friends growing up in, like, elementary school and stuff, and then the hype for the Phantom Menace, when, the whole world was super pumped. I remember being super pumped, too, back in the day, waiting for those movies to come out. Waiting for the Phantom Menace to come out in 1999. I was 13 when it came out. And then, I have fond memories of going to see Revenge of the Sith with my good buddies, one of which dressed up as Han, and I dressed up as Greedo. Some of you guys have seen the pictures. If you have my book, you definitely have seen a picture of it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite memories, man, going to see Revenge of the Sith. And it really doesn't have nothing to do with the movie itself. It was just kind of like experiencing that midnight hype, dressed up as Greedo. My best bud dressed up as Han, and we were just kind of like, it was a good time. But also, one of my most fond memories is kind of having this channel and going through the build up to The Force Awakens. I started this thing in 2011, this channel in 2011. And then it was announced that Disney acquired the franchise, bought Star Wars in 2012. So for the first year of this channel's existence, I never thought we would see more Star Wars. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's new Star Wars on the horizon. And I got this huge wave of excitement and anticipation just kind of hit me, and I got to ride it, and it was exciting, So yeah, going to see The Force Awakens and kind of the build up to that was very exciting. But anyway, Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Let me go back here and get some of that health that I could not pick up. I never get hit by wampas. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. Oscar says, on April 1st, 2001, they redesigned the official Star Wars website to look like it was made in 1983 with links to episode 1 through 9. Only 1 through 6 worked. Really? I don't remember that at all, Oscar. That's interesting. I've never heard that story before. I'll have to look that up. Was that... I don't remember seeing that in that article that I posted. Maybe that was, but that seems like something that would have been funny to include in that article. Huh. Interesting. In the past I've done April Fool's videos and live streams and stuff like that. I just don't got it in me today. Maybe next year. If I would have planned something, yeah, but my wife and my kid are coming home in about 2 hours, so figured I'd make a real video and play some Shadows. Maybe play some Star Wars Galaxies in a bit. I was actually going to play Star Wars Galaxies, the Legends server, instead of this. I had it all set up. I was ready to go. I logged into the server, and then I realized that, the admins of the server, the developers of the server, actually put an April Fool's joke on, and this isn't a good time to show everybody Star Wars Galaxies Legends. They made it so, like, everybody is either a super tiny... foot-tall person or a giant as tall as Mos Eisley buildings. So, what I was Eisley buildings. So, what I was going to do is play some Galaxies, but the server admins playing an April Fool's joke, and I figured, I'll wait. But anyway, I'm going to look into that, Oscar. I've never heard of that. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was trying to remember how to sidestep. Cruelus says, my favorite Star Wars memory is 2002. I was 12 and my parents were in a very poor situation. They took me to the cinema and told me that we were getting just popcorn. They surprised me with the ticket. Ah, nice. That's kind of fun. So you were just going to go to the movie theater to get some popcorn? That's what they told you? Has anybody ever done that? Just gone to the movie theater to get popcorn and, like, not seen anything and just gone home? I've never done that. We also pop kick-ass popcorn on our stove. I don't know how you jokers eat that microwave popcorn. It's just like, I don't get it. Take 2 extra minutes and have delicious popcorn on the stove. You just throw it. You just throw it in a pot, put some vegetable oil in a little bit of vegetable oil in the bottom, and then you toss in some pats of butter and you turn it on medium and wait like 2 minutes, and then you got like popcorn that's just as good, if not better, than movie theater. Retire your microwave popcorn bags, my friends. You're eating bullshit. You're living with a film in your mouth, my friends. That microwave bullshit bagged popcorn. Oh my goodness. You're not living. There we go. What's up, Stuart? Good to see you, man. There we go. Oops. Star Wars Galaxies joke should have been to make everyone look like Admiral Holdo. But yeah, I didn't even think of it being April Fool's. And I was super excited to play some Star Wars Galaxies Legends. Until I realized it was April Fool's, and I was like, shit. Maybe Monday. That's the next time I'll probably be able to stream. Maybe Monday. Oh well. I think most movie theater places put like popcorn. Well, I mean, when we make it on the stove, I like to throw like a bunch of pats of butter in there, you know. But I think movie theater places also do like popcorn butter oil, you know. So it's just drenched. That's too much. Too much. Gives me a tummy ache. Let's see. Let me remember how to switch weapons. What button is it? What button? What button switches? Oh, there we go. Seekers. Let's knock this guy down super fast. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Goodbye, ATST. More Seekers. Get some more Seekers over here. I think there's more Seekers over here as well. Sweet. All right, there we go. I'm not going to bother with all this stuff. Let's just run through the game. Last time I streamed that, well, maybe it wasn't. I feel like the last time that I streamed this, I beat the game in like 2 hours on a live stream. That was a fun stream. I agree, Andrew. Andrew said, oh, Skibot99, thank you so much. Give me 1 sec, Andrew. Skibot, I didn't hear the notification go off. Maybe it hasn't yet. But Skibot, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this, it is the afternoon. This afternoon. I appreciate that, man. Skibot says, favorite memory is either getting all the mini kits in Lego Star Wars 2, unlocking the Slave One, or being right about Maul's survival in the Clone Wars. Okay, your favorite memories are accomplishments as well. Your favorite memories are a video game accomplishment and you just being correct about something. That's funny. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of video game memories. I have very, very fond Star Wars Galaxies memories, which was some of you guys might have not even been born when Galaxies came out in 2003. Who was not born in 2003? Was anybody out there not born in 2003? That's a possibility, right? Or born in 2003. While I was playing Star Wars Galaxies in 2003, some of you guys were coming out of the womb. That's hard for me to believe. I was having LAN parties in 2003 with my buddies. Some of you guys were just being welcomed into the world. That's nuts. But, yeah, that's fun. Being right about something is one of your favorite Star Wars memories, Ski. I dig it, man. Oops. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played... the only LEGO Star Wars games I've ever played are The Force Awakens and The Complete Saga. I know that there's a few other out there, Ski, but I think those are the only two that I've ever played. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the only... how is the LEGO... Maybe you know this, Ski, but how is the LEGO... Clone Wars game? Is that any good? Is that worth checking out? Or should I not waste my time? But I appreciate that, Ski. Yeah, talking about fond Star Wars memories in video games. Yeah, by far my favorite memories. Well, shit, man. It's hard to say. Like, Star Wars Galaxies is my all-time favorite Star Wars game. Fond memories of having LAN parties with my buddies and you know, having a guild city in a personal house on Tatooine and being a doctor in that game and living a Star Wars life in that game. That's what Galaxies was all about for the first couple of years of that game's existence. It was incredible. So, like, yeah, some of my favorite memories are being a doctor in Star Wars Galaxies and sitting in the Mos Eisley spaceport buffing adventurers as they go on missions and whatnot, and having a home on Tatooine and all that stuff. But also, some of my favorite memories are very unique experiences that I've had. Really just because of this channel's existence and me being lucky. In 2017, EA sent me out to play Battlefront 2 before it came out for 2 days straight. We were able to just capture footage and play the campaign in its entirety and play multiplayer with whoever else was in the room. It was incredible. And then in 2019, EA flew me out to LA for EA Play, and I got to play Jedi Fallen Order for the first time before, like, I don't know, it was like 4 months before the game came out or something like that. Crazy. So, those aren't some of my favorite memories. Those are just very unique and cool memories that, they don't feel real. Yeah, it's hard to explain, man. But yeah, anyway. I believe it's better than the clone... wait, hold on. Let me read that. Lego Clone Wars game isn't that bad. Okay. I believe it's better than the clone... Oh, the complete... Oh, I said... Oh, you're... Oh.
Walking along the river, I saw a desert trooper from the 80s. A fictional space guy in the wilds of nature. It was like magic. Like the Force.
Benjamin B, thank you so much for the super chat channel support as well, man. Give me 1 sec. I want to see what did oh, Nasir said... sometimes I have to remember what I was talking about. Nasir said he thinks that the Clone Wars Lego game is better than the Complete Saga Lego game. Okay. How much is that on Steam? If somebody wants to just do a quick Google for me. Interesting. Benjamin B, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this afternoon. Ben says... Camping with my family in the woods when I was 9. Walking along the river, I saw a Desert Trooper toy from the 80s. A fictional space guy out in the wilds of nature. It was like magic, like the Force. So, that's pretty... So, just on pure random occurrence, you found a sand trooper in the middle of... Oops, crap. In the middle of the woods. That's That's pretty awesome, man. Do you still have that figure? I can't say that I've ever had any kind of experience like that finding a toy or anything like that. Especially not such a classic. I mean, imagine it's probably one of the earliest versions of a Sand Trooper toy from, you know, the 80s. I lost a Stormtrooper in the woods. Maybe it was mine. There you go, anime. But I do remember, like, playing with my G.I. Joes. I don't remember playing with my Star Wars toys in the backyard. But I do remember heavily playing with, like, my G.I. Joes in the backyard in the woods and stuff like that. In fact, I got, I would say a few months ago, a bunch of my, maybe it's been a year now, time flies, but I got a bunch of my old action figures down from the attic just to kind of pull out and see if my daughter would be interested in them. She doesn't play with figures or dolls or things like that, really. She just likes using her imagination, so she didn't really give a shit. But it was interesting for me to kind of look at a bunch of my action figures and see how, oh, I kind of remember when I was 7 or 8, this G.I. Joe, why it's missing its torso. I kind of remember that. You know what I mean? Like a G.I. Joe that I was playing with when I was like 7 or 8 in the backyard was cut in half or didn't have a leg or something like that. And I remember playing with these G.I. Joes in the backyard, limbless, you know? Kind of neat. But anyway, that's a fun story, Ben. You don't have it anymore? So maybe somebody else found it. There you go. It's the Sand Trooper that gets passed, paid forward. There you go. But I appreciate that, Ben. Didn't take care of toys when I was a kid. I think I blew it up with a Black Cat firework as a teenager. Never mind, nobody found it. Yeah, I used to take very good care of my my mom always mentions it, like I used to take very good care of my books and my figures and all that stuff, and I would organize my Goosebumps and all that stuff, and but I think I've gotten better. Like, obviously when you're a teenager you don't do that shit, but when I was like probably 6, 7, 8, I had to make sure that everything was okay. Let me take this. It's hot as shit in my office. There we go. I've never tried to jump to those. I should have thought about that before it passed. Yeah, favorite level. It's not too bad. I you know, it's so easy these days since I've played this game for literally almost 30 years, you know. Game came out in 96. It'll be 30 years old before we know it. It's crazy. Now, the diarrhea water slide from Dark Forces, on the other hand, I will hate that till I'm dead. Arlen, hell yeah, man. Arlen says, speaking of nostalgia, I saw your tweet the other day about City of Heroes. I used to play it too back in the day. I found out and played on it too. There is a rogue City of Heroes server. Yeah, somebody has mentioned that to me before. The like player made City of Heroes server. It'd be fun to dabble in for sure. But yeah, I played the hell out of City of Heroes. I loved that game. It was such a fun and simple MMO. Very golly, yeah. That game was so much fun, man. So much fun. And then City of Villains came out. I remember an expansion pack called City of Villains. I think that's what it was called, but it was like an expansion pack that came out a year or two after, I think, the main game. Yeah, that's one of the MMOs that I played. Let's go through MMOs that we played, shall we? My first was Ultima Online. I still play it from time to time. And then I played Dark Age of Camelot, Ashran's Call, EverQuest 1 and 2. Star Wars Galaxies. World War II Online, if you want to call that an MMO, was very ahead of its time, I believe. World War II Online was just like a massive multiplayer shooter with thousands of people in each server. Tanks and aircraft and infantry, and it was literally World War II. It was literally Europe, like at a 1/6 scale or something like that. It was crazy. Way ahead of its time. Came out in like 2001, I think. Way ahead of its time. Yeah. City of Heroes, City of Villains. I played WoW for a couple months, I would say. It's one of the MMOs that I never really got into. I preferred more sandboxy MMOs than anything. Yeah, the Old Republic for sure. What's DCUO? DCUO. DC, like DC Comics? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, hell, Benjamin, I forgot about Guild Wars. Yeah, I played Guild Wars 1 and 2. Wow, I haven't thought of Guild Wars in a long time. Guild Wars, wow. Guild Wars, crazy. Matrix Online? Anybody dabble in the Matrix Online? Yeah, I don't think I knew DC Universe. Is that what it stands? DC Universe Online, I'm assuming it stands for. I don't think I knew that was a thing. How old is that? I've never played a Final Fantasy game, Ben, so I'm not too sure about that. What else? Aeon, AION. I played. Golly, I still have a box of CDs up in the attic. I'm sure there's a bunch that I'm missing. But yeah, I played so many MMOs back in the day during their heyday. I want to try Mortal Online 2. I think it recently came out, like maybe late last year. Kind of seems like the type of MMO that would that's right up my alley. All right, here we go. Let's try to get him in one shot. Here we go. Oh, not one shot, but oh, come on now, IG. Oh, almost done. Almost got him. Oh yeah, Eve. I never got into Eve, Ricky. That's the space one, right? Yeah, I never got into it. Yeah, what other? Oh my God, I need to look at a list. What other MMOs? But hands down, my two favorite of all time are Star Wars Galaxies and Ultima Online. Those two are just my all-time favorite. I think the first MMO that like really blew me away in terms of like graphics was Ashran's Call. Now, obviously, if somebody Googles, somebody look up what year that came out for me. I'm curious. Ashran's Call. Now, if somebody Googles it, sees the graphics, they're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? This looks like ass. But, dude, after playing like Ultima Online for years and then going into this Ashran's Call like 3D fantasy world, I would just log in and like watch this. There was a sunset in the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's how early on in the MMO existence Asheron's Call came out. And I would sit there and, like, marvel at the horizon. You know what I mean? Like, it was, oh man, it was, I remember just being completely blown away by the graphics of that game. Yeah. Asheron's Call. I'd be very surprised if, oh, no! Sometimes you slide. I'd be very surprised if there were Asheron's Call player-made servers these days. Oh, I thought I was going to slip again. Yeah, some of these little... There we go. No! Yeah, so you just kind of slip and slide and you... Yeah, whatever. This is the worst Shadows of the Empire gameplay I've ever had. My head's not in the game today. Yeah, Rogue Squadron was that TIE Fighter. My dad and I love the two games. His other favorite, Bounty Hunter, and I believe Pod Racer. Yep, I had them all, man. Had them all. Except for Bounty Hunter. I did not have Bounty Hunter because let's get that Wampa from way over here. I never had a GameCube, and I never had any kind of PlayStation. And Bounty Hunter, I believe, only came out on the GameCube and PlayStation. So, like, that's a game that completely passed me by. Yeah. Whoa. I don't think I ever played Rogue Squadron on the PC. I had it on the Nintendo 64. Oh my god. Slipping and sliding. But other than... I did most of my gaming, even back in the day, on my PC. I remember when my family, we all lived in Atlanta for, I don't know, like 8-9 years, something like that. And I want to say we got our first computer in 95, 94, 95, something like that. I'll have to ask my parents next time, but I think it was like 95. And I remember our neighbor, who was probably the age that I am now. He's probably like 35 or so. But he was kind of an IT guy. And when Duke Nukem 3D came out, we both played it. Me being like, I don't know, an 8-year-old. You know? 8, 9, 10, something like that. And he lived across the street, and he found I don't know how he did it back then, but we were able to connect our computers through IP or whatever, and we would play one-on-one Duke Nukem. Just kind of crazy. One-on-one Duke Nukem back in whenever that came out. When did that come out? Like 97? Is it older than that? I don't even remember. Oops. I got balls of steel. There's actually, Andrew, a Duke Nukem Star Wars mod that I streamed a few years ago. I think it's called Duke Wars, maybe. And it's just obviously just a reskin of Duke Nukem 3D, but like, you know, instead of those pig cop bad guys, it's stormtroopers and things like that. You're running around with like an E11 instead of a chain gun or whatever. But, yeah. I got balls of steel. Shake it, baby. I'll never forget, what was it, Duke Nukem Forever? Is that the one that was in development forever and then it came out and it was just dog shit? I remember playing it. Being like, everybody was super excited for like a decade. And then it was ass. I'm sure there's some big story about the development of that game that I've never heard of, but yeah. Yeah, I guess kind of like Dark Forces. Activate the computer in the I love, yeah. The slave one is They kept restarting development from scratch on new engines is the big reason. Gotcha. See if I can make it all the way over to here without going over. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be able to. Can I make it all the way to the... Let's try to do it on one jetpack, like... Well, oh, okay, here we go. I'm going to try to... I have 50% jetpack left. Let's see if I can make it. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not. Here we go. Check it out. Never done that. See, when you play this game for almost 30 years, you find new and fun challenges. Adam's favorite memory is watching Clone Wars on TV every Saturday morning back then. Nice, man. That's a good time, for sure. That's a good childhood memory. That's a pure childhood memory of Saturday morning Star Wars cartoons. Now, here's another thing that I don't think I've ever done. Gone in this way. Let's use a pulse. Get a little. Come on, look up, dummy. Oh, never mind. Let's not use pulse. Let's use seekers. I thought the pulse would knock him out quick. All right, I guess I always forget. I like Mandalorian says, Mr. Greedo, what are your thoughts on the Kenobi delay? I didn't honestly think anything of it, and the reason is because it actually, honestly, it works out in my favor, because I wouldn't have been able to watch it until that Friday anyway. It was coming out on a Wednesday, now it's coming out on a Friday. So for completely selfish reasons, I'm kind of happy, because now I can watch Kenobi with the rest of the world. Like, yeah. Yeah. I would not have been able to watch it that Wednesday, so yeah. I can watch it the same day everyone else does now. I mean, and honestly, I don't really care about like the whole anniversary thing. I get it, cool, but like, whatever. People are gonna complain no matter what. Let's see. Yeah, I just want the show to be good, man. After the Book of Boba Fett, a lot of you guys know this, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was a pretty forgettable show, in my opinion. So I'm just crossing my fingers that we get a good, fun, interesting show, you know. Oh. Come on now. Jetpack. Health. All right, here we go. Ty Brute, yeah. Give me 1 sec, man. Are you still here? I'll tell you probably the best piece of advice that I can give you about editing. Okay, so Ty asks, "Hey HG, any tips on how to splice in movie clips into a video you're editing? I'm a total noob at this." So Ty, so let's say you're working in a video editing software. I don't know what you use. Let's say it's Premiere. Instead of dragging over, maybe you have like, I don't know, maybe you have a digital copy of A New Hope, right? Let's just say that. Instead of dragging over that 2 gigabyte file or whatever it is into your program, which will probably bog things down and be completely unnecessary, what I would recommend doing, man, is downloading something like OBS or another screen capturing software and recording the snippets that you want. So like just record your screen and then you have like, I don't know, like a 10-second video file that you just recorded that you can use. It'll be easier to mess with. It'll be easier to edit down. It'll be easier to play with rather than having this giant ass 2-hour-long file in your video editing software. Does that make sense? That's what I would recommend. That's what I do if I'm looking to splice footage. I always do like screen recording instead of dragging in a movie, or you know what I mean. It's just an easier. Does that make sense? It's just an easier way to manage. It's easier to manage a bunch of little clips, in my opinion, than it is to just drag in a 2-hour-long file. Yeah, that's just me. Honestly, that's when it comes to like, if you're specifically talking about editing a movie down for content or clips and stuff, that's the best advice that I can give you. Because yeah, I've been there where like, especially in the early days, you know, I wanted to edit a movie, or not edit a movie, but, you know, get some footage from a movie. So I would drag in like an entire 3 GB file into Adobe Premiere, which would just bog things down. It would take forever for me to find the exact location of the time that I wanted to bring into the, into my video, and just take forever. So long time ago, I just use OBS to record my screen and just make like little clips of movies, the scenes that I want to use, rather than dragging the entire movie into my my program. Not sure if that makes sense, but that I think would be very helpful. It's the same thing with, like, I hate editing video games footage. It's my least favorite thing to do, because, you know, I could be recording, I could record an hour's worth of gameplay footage, and it's just too much. Like, one single take of video game footage, and then I have to try to find where the good parts were, or where the action was, or, you know, where I died in a funny way or something like that. And maybe if I was a little more organized, it would be, you know, I would have like a notepad or a timestamp, something that I could just press and then instantly kind of remember when something happened, but I've never done that. So, like, I really do not like editing video game footage. It's just overwhelming, just a big ass file, you know. But that's just me. All right, Boba Fett, here we go. Oh, come on now. That should have got you, Fetty. What? Surprised those Seekers didn't hit him. I mean, the pulse. Let's get some more health. A little hoppy hop. Oh, there he is. Come on, punk. There's some more pulse. I know the pulse. Did I already waste all my pulse, though? Pulse cannon's great for Slave 1, I think, from what I remember. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Boba Fett. Dude, you just beat you've been playing this game for how long? You don't remember? Stupid. Stupid. Oops. Oh. What the hell? Some of you guys that have watched me play this before, this is horrible. I might have turned up the difficulty. I honestly don't remember. One more hit. All right. Let's do Seekers. I think Seekers work good. Yeah, Seekers work good. Maybe not. What is going on with me today, man? I can't play this game for shit. Yeah, uniqueness. It's weird. It's weird, wild stuff. There we go. Yeah, Stuart, I think I only have like, I don't know, probably not long at all. Until I beat Lego Clone Wars Complete Saga. Alright, let's just do Lightspeed Lounge for a few minutes before I jump off here. And the game crashed anyway. Cool. Let's see. So, let me turn all the volume stuff back to normal. All right, I'll hang out for another 5 minutes or so. All right, cool. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was about to say. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to upload a video. It's a fun video. One that if you follow me on Twitter, the things that I've been posting over the past couple days about StarWars.com, it's kind of a fun, nostalgic look at how that website used to look and over the years. And you guys know me. I like my internet time machine. I like to look back at old forums, old websites, old things like that I remember back in the day and whatnot. So anyway. But, had to jump off the stream. But to answer the question, DC Universe Online is sort of a spiritual successor to City of Heroes. Mark Hamill and Kevin. Oh, really? Interesting. DC Universe Online. Let's see. Register. DC. Came out in 2011. Never played this. Didn't know this was a thing. 2011. Okay, so I was deployed when this came out. That's probably why I had never played it. I was in January of 2011. I would have been floating off the coast of probably Colombia. Interesting. Let's see. MMOs. Guild Wars 2, played it. Elder Scrolls Online, I dabbled in it a little bit. I mean, there's so many that I've played over the years. I don't even it's just let's see. MMO list. And then there's games that I played back in the, let's see, Asheron's Call. 1999. There you go. I remember playing Asheron's Call in 1999. Interesting. It was announced on December 2016 that Asheron's Call would close all its servers in 2017. Wow. It lasted that long, almost 20 years? I never would have guessed that. That's crazy. Wow. Asheron's Call. Crazy, man. Anyway. Andrew Rodriguez, thank you so much for the final super chat and channel support of the stream before I hop off. Andrew says, favorite memory was watching A New Hope for the first time back in 95. Seeing Alderaan get destroyed by the Death Star was something else. It's cool that you have a memory of you watching it for the first time. That's awesome. In 95, I would have been watching it with my buddies in Georgia. I had two good friends growing up in Georgia, and we would have, we would watch Star Wars on VHS all the time and play it in the backyard, throwing pine cones and stuff. Andrew, I wish I could remember the first time that I ever saw Star Wars. I don't have any memory of the first time that I ever saw Star Wars. It's just kind of always been there, you know. I'm sure my dad showed it to me years ago when I was a little kid. I might have been like 4 or 5 the first time that I saw it. I really don't know. I really don't remember. But it's just, it's always been there. And I have no memory of the first time that I saw it. But yeah, that's a good memory there, Andrew. Now, like every parent that shows their kids Star Wars has it on video. Like, you know what I mean? Like back when I was a kid watching Star Wars for the first time, nobody ever thought to videotape my reaction to when Vader says that he's Luke's dad. Now there's probably a million videos on the internet of like kids reacting to that movie. But anyway, I appreciate that, Andrew. Cheers, man. Andrew says, my neighbors introduced it to me. One of them had a Star Wars themed wedding back in the day. Oh, nice. Nice. All right, guys. I got a jet. Let's see. I'm going to upload a video right now. It will go live in, I don't know, probably 15, 20 minutes. I still have to make a thumbnail for it, but it's a little blast from the past, a little nostalgia punch. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I want to make moving forward. Fun stuff like this. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out for about an hour. Shadows of the Empire, talking Star Wars. I probably won't do anything until Monday. Probably do a little Star Wars Galaxy stream on Monday. But other than that, man, no idea what's going on. Cool. All right, have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. See ya.